Hey guys, what's up? It's Mack. So yeah, I am 2 years on testosterone, and it's insane to imagine that because it feels like just yesterday that I was getting my first injection, but it also feels like I've been on testosterone for forever.
Hello, how are you? These are my pants going down.
Sit back. No, not sit back. Okay.
You got it, Kyle?
Yeah, I got it. Don't scream. It doesn't hurt that bad.
I don't feel it, so I'm fine. Alright, now, you see the needle here?
Uh-huh. Does it go all the way in?
Yeah. It's a little bolus right there. It will go straight into the muscle. Feel that?
Just a little bit.
Alright, then we'll aspirate it back to see if it's any blood in there. It's not. That was it.
Woo!
So today is about a week after my 2-year anniversary, and it's actually my shot week, and so I wanted to do my first shot of being 2 years with y'all. So I'm about to do my shot. Oh, also side note, a lot of people inject in different parts of their bodies. Most people do their thighs, which is how I was doing it until the past couple months. Some people do their hips or butt, or some people do, I think it's called subcutaneous shots, like into their stomach. But I was doing it in my thighs. When I first saw my doctor, he's like, you can either do it in your thighs or your hips. That's what we recommend. And so I always just did it in my thighs because that's how I saw most people doing testosterone. So I'm like, that's the right way to do it. That must be the most right way to do it. So I'll do my thighs. The past few months, I've noticed that a lot of the fat from my thighs has been going to my stomach and mid region, and I don't like that. But so it hurts a lot more because my needles are so long. It hurts a lot more. My muscle like spasms when I put the needle into my leg, and it never hurt before. And so I switched over to doing it in my hip, and it doesn't hurt at all. Did it! So my last testosterone update was a 1.5 years on testosterone. So over the past 6 months, there's continued to be more changes. And so the first year of testosterone, changes are happening like constantly. Each month is something new for the most part. Sometimes it seems pretty stagnant, but when you look back, you're like, oh my gosh, my voice was dropping, my face was changing, I was growing more hair. And so things are just happening pretty rapidly. And once you get to about a year, things happen a lot slower and a lot more gradual. You might look back a year later and you're like, oh, I kind of have more facial hair, or this kind of happened more. So there have been like slight changes over the past 6 months, and I'm gonna explain those to you now. If you haven't seen my past testosterone updates, I will give you a brief rundown of everything that testosterone has done for me from pre-medical transition, pre-testosterone, to testosterone 2 years. Here we go.
Hi, my name is Mac, and this is my voice pre-testosterone. And this is my voice 2 weeks on testosterone. And this is my voice 1 month on testosterone. And this is my voice 2 months on testosterone. And this is my voice 3 months on testosterone. And this is my voice 4 months on testosterone. And this is my voice 5 months on testosterone. And this is my voice 6 months on testosterone. And this is my voice 7 months on testosterone. And this is my voice 8 months on testosterone. And this is my voice 9 months on testosterone. And this is my voice 10 months on testosterone. And this is my voice 11 months on testosterone. And this is my voice 1 year on testosterone. And this is my voice 1.5 years on testosterone. And this is my voice 2 years on testosterone. So my hairline pre-testosterone I hated because I had baby hairs like all the way down here. And so my hairline looked very round, whereas now it's more kind of squared off, so it looks more masculine. I have my hair down all the time anyways now because I'm a wolf boy, I don't know, but I do like that I don't have all those baby hairs anymore. My eyebrows have gotten a lot thicker. My facial hair situation has changed. I haven't shaved in about 2 weeks.
My face shape has changed drastically since starting testosterone. Before, my face was kind of round, whereas now it's like more chiseled. You can see like my cheekbones more, my jaw is a little bit more square, and it just like the fat redistribution looks a lot more male patterned. On testosterone, my neck has gotten thicker. Before it looked like a twig, and then my shoulders have gotten broader. I still don't really have muscles, but I mean, I do more than I did pre-testosterone, and I have a gym membership that I pay for every month. I do not attend the gym. So my body shape, when you go on testosterone, your fat redistributes. And so before testosterone, I was very hourglass shaped. Most of my fat laid in my hips, my thighs, and my butt. And since going on testosterone, my fat has started shifting around. And so I went from hourglass shaped to pretty straight up and down, being about 1.5 years on testosterone. This past 6 months, I've not particularly enjoyed because, and this has to go from not eating healthy and not going to the gym, but also because my fat is redistributing. My fat has started like accumulating around my stomach. So this is kind of, you know, what my body looks like right now. I'm sucking in my gut, kind of. Yeah, it's not crazy, but it's a lot better than it was pre-testosterone. Pre-testosterone, I looked like this, and now I'm slightly, with my shoulders more broad, I look more kind of straight up and down, but I am very dysphoric about my hips because I feel like my hips are still very wide and very big, and I don't like it. So in regards to my weight, I mentioned this in my last video, pre-testosterone, I was about 145 pounds, and I'm 5 foot tall, 9 inches, 5'10" on a good day. And so I weighed 145 pounds, which was fairly skinny, and then going on testosterone, I gained 20 pounds. And that is largely because when you go on testosterone, your appetite really increases. You always hear about, you know, how teenage boys are like, they consume food, like they eat up your entire kitchen because they just, you know, growing boys, they need food. And so it seems to be true because you get very, very hungry, so you're eating more, and also you're gaining more muscle just naturally because you're on testosterone, and muscle weighs more than fat. I probably hit that 165 mark close to 1 year, and then I kind of lost about 5 pounds over the past year. So I'm around 160 now. It kind of fluctuates, which is weird. Seeing this giant zit reminded me of acne. So when you go on testosterone, you're essentially going through a second puberty. And in puberty, everyone knows most people are very zitty, very pimply. So I wasn't, my first puberty when I was like, you know, 12, 13, 14, I didn't really have much acne to begin with. But my second puberty, going on testosterone, I still didn't have much acne compared to what a lot of people experience. But for me, it still was a significant amount more acne than I had before. The worst my acne has ever been was about 1.5 years on testosterone, and the past 6 months it's gotten a lot better. For instance, you can see under my facial hair I got some pimples there. I'm pretty clear for the most part. I have like a weird one on my eyebrow right there. And then on my chest, I have a few. Arms, I have a few. My back, there's not as much as there used to be. My shoulders. So my chest hair, I don't know if you can see it, but it's gotten a lot more ragey. I had been like shaving it for quite a while, but then I just, for this video, I kind of especially wanted to let it grow out so you could see what's going on. And then this is my happy trail region. I'm getting a lot more hair like kind of all over my stomach, which I don't really particularly like, I don't think, but I left it there for the video. I also have been getting like, it's more peach fuzz, but I have a lot of peach fuzz like up here and on my lower back, and it's really gross, and hair like grows on your butt. Like, we're working our way down from my head. Like, hair grows on your butt on testosterone, and it's really kind of gross. Since about 1.5 years or even a year, my arm hair has stayed about the same. It hasn't increased much, and my leg hair has stayed about the same. So the main kind of hair growth over the past 6 months has been definitely my face and my torso. So also in my torso region, when you go on testosterone, your period, your monthly period, I used to call it Shark Week, stops, which is probably my favorite change. I think that was like one thing that I was like super dysphoric about, is because I had absolutely no control over my period before. I had tried lots of different birth controls and like patches and pills and like all these kind of crazy things to try to get rid of my period, and nothing worked. Like, my Shark Week was just crazy. It was one of the things I was most dysphoric about because it reminded me the most that I was born into a female body, and it was very crippling. So for a week I would be crippled, and leading up to it I'd be crippled. So getting my period removed from my life was very satisfactory for me. So emotional changes that I've had on testosterone. When you first start testosterone, the first couple months, you're a lot more irritable. So little things just kind of piss you off, and you kind of are like quick to anger. You kind of snap at people, which is bad. You shouldn't snap at people, but you feel like you want to snap at people just because you're so quick to anger. But overall, my mental health on testosterone is light years better than it was before. I mean, my mood before, like if this is baseline, I was always riding below baseline, and I had crashes. Like every week, every other week, I would go into like a deep depression, be very dark and horrible, and then I'd be normal below baseline and crash and crash and crash. It was horrible. Now, the day I started testosterone, I skyrocketed, and I've been here ever since. So overall, testosterone has changed my life, and it has saved my life. Pre-testosterone, I was miserable. I was so dysphoric about my body. I did not connect with my body. My body I didn't identify with it in the way that others perceived my body. They perceived me to be a girl because of my voice and the way I looked, and that crushed me. So being able to look in the mirror and see who I am in my brain and my soul, and having others perceive me, going out to a restaurant and them saying, "What can I get you, sir?" Or being on the phone and being like, "Oh, hi, sir. Yeah, I'm calling about this." It's incredible, and it still is so like exhilarating. It's thrilling. Every time someone genders me correctly, every time someone says he, even my friends, when they call me Mack and when they call me he, 2 years after I've come out to them, I get like a little rush every single time, because it's like, yes, like that's what I've been wanting to hear my whole life, and they get me, they understand me, they accept me, they respect me, and it's incredible. February 10th of 2017 is the day I started testosterone, and for the past like 2 years, I guess, before then, I was wavering back and forth of, okay, I know I'm trans, but do I come out? Is being happy worth it? Is the risk of losing my friends and my family and my job and my, status in the social world, like, am I gonna lose all that? Is coming out worth losing that? Or should I just stay closeted and, keep my friends and family and my job, but I'll be unhappy? And I realized that I couldn't live. I literally could not live any longer. I couldn't exist any longer as a female in the world. And so I decided that I needed to transition in 2017, and so 2017 was my year. I went on testosterone, I got top surgery, I came out socially with my friends, my family, my work, and everything was so great. And so 2 years from now, I mean, like, literally, if you're trans and you're not where you want to be in your transition, if you haven't come out socially to your friends and family, if you haven't started testosterone or estrogen, or if you haven't gotten any kind of surgeries you want to get, or if your family and friends do know you're trans and they don't accept or respect you, it sounds so cliche, but it literally does get better. You have to have patience. You have to have strength, because you're so much stronger than you know. So yes, 2 years on testosterone. For all of you guys who have followed me the entire time I've been on YouTube, thank you so much for your continued support. And for those of you who are just joining me now, like, I encourage you to go back and watch some of my other videos. 3.5 years ago is when I started YouTube, and things have changed. Things have changed a little bit for the better. Y'all are the best. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below. Share this video and my channel with your friends, and if you haven't followed me on social media, what are you doing? The links are in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.